Hey all, Rob here. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when future videos are out. And on this video is a topic I would like to talk about again is public domain and characters in the public domain. Whereas I didn't notice, Rob Liefeld has a audio podcast, just like on Apple, as we can find it on other websites. And he talked about the public domain of Superman, a topic I talked on, but I didn't know that he had mentioned it as well. And it was a good audio. And he also made a second audio. I didn't see the first part because I couldn't find it yet as I'm making this. But he said it hit well and it brought a lot of awareness. It was like a real popular episode. And he said, you know, soon as Superman comes up the public domain, he's going to use the character, which again, rightfully so. But just like that, any other pro could use the character. Anyone, even you, me, anyone. But let's say Todd McFarlane wants to use it. He could. Or let's say anyone. Alex Ross. Again, without having to pay DC Comics. And as far as he knows, like he said, and I agree that once something hits the public domain, that's it. You can't take it back. But I don't think what he mentioned and what I'm going to mention is, you know, I will see it to believe it. Because in my opinion, these corporations like with DC and Marvel, because Marvel's going to lose Captain America into public domain because he was created in the 1940s around the same time. So not too soon after, going to lose Captain America. Namor, the original Human Torch. Batman a year later after Superman, going to lose into the public domain. Wonder Woman. Now this doesn't mean DC doesn't own the trademark or stuff like that. They'll publish it. Basically it means you, the public, could use the character and not pay them legally, and they can't sue you. It's in the public domain. But they could still do their own thing, and they will. But like I said in that video, you gotta watch the old videos I made. A lot of people are gonna screw it up. You're gonna try to use Lex Luthor. You're gonna try to use the modern costume with the classic S symbol on the chest. They're gonna try to use a bunch of elements that are not in the public domain. And that's where you're gonna screw up, and that's where you're gonna get in legal trouble. So it's one of those issues where even though you can legally use it, you've got to be really careful how you use it. Can't use the Joker, can't use Two-Face, can't use any of the classic Batman villains, but you can make your own Batman villains, you can make your own gangsters, stuff like that. So again, you have to be really careful which version you visually draw of Superman and Batman, and you have to know which elements you can use. And of course the rest you can make up. You can make up your own elements, you can add to it. And truthfully, why not? If it's in the public domain and free to use, why the heck not? But what's going to be, when Batman hits public domain, then you got the two icons. You can make Batman and Superman together. That's going to be special. But what I predict is, since the money is not really in comic books anymore, other than personal projects, the money, if you're an artist or a creator, and what I would have do or went if I had the skills or talent, is sell posters, lithographs, T-shirts is big business, action figures, any of this you could legally do. T-shirts especially. Want to sell posters, trading cards, all of this is possible because you're selling a visual. And you don't have to tell a backstory. You don't have to tell his origin. You don't have to tell what he's thinking or who he's fighting. You don't have to do any of that. You're selling the visual. And you just have to make sure you get the details right, which version you can use. And you just sell the visual. That's the money, in my opinion. I know a lot of people sell illegal, and I hate that. They sell illegal Marvel, DC, and Star Wars stuff that they do not own the license to. And I would like to see them shut down. Because it's not right. And a lot of people do that. They sell illegal bootleg stuff. If it's legal, that's a different case. And I agree, you know. Legally, if it's public domain, sell those Batman prints, sell those Superman prints. The only thing is, you got to be smart in the marketing. And don't be foolish, you know. Don't call it Batman. Never write Batman on a shirt or Superman. Never. Then you're getting in trouble. Because everyone knows the visual of who Batman is and Superman. Just say something like, just make up some words. Or whatever. Whatever is not taken and you can legally get away with, brand it, you know. Stuff like that. So superhero is weird. I don't know if that word is still trademarked or is it free to use. It's very weird. Because you're selling the visual, you're selling the prints, you're selling the shirts. That's what you're selling. And especially if you have some great artists in now or in the future. Especially like, let's say you had like Joe Mad art skills or Alex Ross, John Byrne in his prime. You know, if you're that gifted to have that ability, that it's really appealing art, oh, you got it made for like the next generation. And Liefeld predicts a whole bunch of creators will use it, but also you get to use it. And that's the good thing. It doesn't harm DC. Why would it harm DC? They can still publish their stuff. But just like Dracula is a great example. Dracula movies all the time are made. As long as they don't copy each other, movie-wise, you could make your own Dracula movie. Just people don't want to or don't have the funds or the ideas what to do. You could legally make your own Frankenstein movie. Nobody could stop you. You know, just don't base it off of the material already published. So Superman, Batman, Captain America, others in the public domain, that's the point. And of course you could smash them together into one world. Marvel and DC. And I said, in those 1940s, you're going to have a big names. You got Superman. Again, it'll be a few years apart until they reach public domain. But when they do, because it's all pretty close, the 1940s heroes, you could smash together Superman, Batman, Namor, Captain America, the original Human Torch look, the android, the original Green Lantern, the original Flash, and some other characters. So you're close to about 10 characters who are pretty famous that everyone knows in comic books and in the media. And you could smash together your own world with, let's say, close to a dozen really popular characters. And that's pretty cool. Anyway, as for the villains, well, if Captain America, the first issue, is public domain, also you get Bucky, the original Bucky, the Red Skull, the original Red Skull. He was supposed to be a copycat or whatever, but that version of the Red Skull would be public domain because even though things were changed later, that original look, that original style, that was the Red Skull. Not too many villains that are famous, really, from those eras are in the public domain, I don't think. Because they were like usually fighting gangsters, stuff like that, generic characters. So just make up your own villains, you know. Anyway, hope you liked this video, entertaining talk. Stay safe, my friends. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will talk to you later.